How's it going? It's Leo. Man, the real world sucks. There's politics, disease, and I can't even play as Chaos from Sonic Adventure 1 wearing a bow tie. Oh my goodness.
You ever just play VR chat and wish there was some actual stuff to do? Maybe some actual gameplay that isn't just chatting to 17 different versions of Sans. Tower Unite is a social game with tons of stuff to do. There's a hub world with plenty of stores and minigames, 6 different game modes to play, and a whole slew of customizable player houses that can be changed to whatever your flavor of the day is. Tower Unite was based off the now-defunct Garry's Mod Tower servers. They're both extremely similar to each other, which isn't that surprising considering they were made by the same team, and Tower Unite is pretty much an upgrade to old Gmod Tower in every way. History aside, this game is so much fun and gives the player so much to do. Exhibit A, the hub world. Tower Unite's hub world is very reminiscent of a sandals resort. Right after getting off the train, I walk up the stairs out of the station and am met with a whole plaza to explore. Maybe it's the crippling gambler inside of me, but I initially beelined for the casino. Inside the casino are slot machines galore. You've got the Wheel of Money, Triple Diamonds, Grand Quest, Double or Nothing, Virtual Poker, and Blackjack. I don't know if it's just me, but I kinda suck at slot machines. It's just so hard to win any units at all. Oh yeah, here it comes. Come on, yes, 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 give it to me, yes, 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 yes. Hooray. 10 credits. If the machines aren't to your liking, the Tower Unite Casino also has 2 other attractions, a poker table and a room dedicated to prize wheels. The poker tables are divided depending on how many units you have, and operate on Texas Hold'em rules. This is by far my favorite part of the casino, because in what other game can you play poker with Prince Zuko from Avatar, Kakashi from Naruto, some anime girl, a knight from Dark Souls I think, and Chaos from Sonic Adventure. The spin to win wheels are set up like a generic prize wheel where you spend a flat fee of 500 units to possibly win some fabulous prizes. Okay, so I've been spinning and winning for about an hour now, and I've got about 15 hula dolls, 20 cactuses, and a whole lot of absolutely nothing. I think I should take a break from the casino and see what else the plaza has to offer. Upon stepping back into the main lobby, I'm met with... Is that laser tag? And bowling? I love lasers and balls, so these minigames are right up my... alley?
By order of the state, I'm here to apologize for making such a terrible joke. Please forgive me, and thank you for listening.
Bowling is pretty simple. You and a couple other players take turns lining up your shot, and get this, bowling. If you have enough units, you can buy different balls and play videos and music while grinding. It's a pretty enjoyable, chilled-out experience. Now, laser tag, on the other hand, is well made from a technical standpoint, but I can never find anybody to play with. I was waiting in this lobby for like 10 minutes asking people to play and eventually just got tired of waiting and left. You know what does get played often? Trivia. Good thing too, because I am really good at it. The trivia matches can be played with up to 6 players, and all the questions have been created by the community, so there's a pretty decent spread of questions here. Yeah, this one's easy. It's Joseph Conrad. Oh. Well, at least I can get this one. It's obviously Lord Tyrannus. Huh. Whoops. This is not a good look for me, is it? Okay, so maybe trivia isn't exactly my strong suit. In order to cool off, I take a trip down to the boardwalk where there's a Ferris wheel, a roller coaster, and... No, it can't be. Nitro Typer, is that you? Yeah, so Tower Unite has its own typing minigame that can be played at the boardwalk. I've gotta come clean. Words per minute games are my guilty pleasure. It's so wonderful going up against a bunch of randos and crushing them in a game of who can look like the biggest tool. Look, you peasants! Gaze upon your god of typing and lose yourself into the abyss, for I am all-powerful and you are nothing. While I'm down by the boardwalk, I also decide to pick up some supplies for fishing that can be done at certain locations in the hub world. I know what you guys are thinking. What is Leo's opinion on fishing?
It's fishing.
Yeah, peg me as not that big a fan of fishing minigames, but I can confirm this is indeed fishing and you can catch fish. That's all I can really say about this one. You know what I am a fan of though? Arcades. Tower Unite's arcade is full of things to do. See, you got this out of order game, this one, and they're all still unfinished. In actuality, the arcade is a really fun place to mess around with. Although it's still currently in development, it's by far one of the best parts of the lobby. There's a whole new economy based around tickets which you can trade for a multitude of different prizes, and the games they currently have? Pretty good. There's classic skee-ball, whack-a-mole, stacker, and plenty others that are fairly unique. Once finished grinding games at the arcade, I feel as if it's best we try and relax a little bit in the cinema. Tower Unite is chock full of media players in which you can play YouTube videos and SoundCloud songs. Let's see what's currently playing.
Believe. Believe in what? The salmon. Oh.
I've got to get out of here. Notice how throughout my entire romp of the Tower Unite lobby, I've had these things called units that you can use for all sorts of stuff. Now the best question here is, how did I get these, and so many at that? Well, there are some small things you can do in the lobby for cash, but the big bucks comes in the form of the 6 game modes that Tower Unite currently offers. Let's start with my most played. Virus. The game is pretty simple. You and a bunch of other survivors are all given guns and one of you is sick. Once the round starts, the infected has to infect other players by touching them. If these survivors can last long enough, they win. I just like how simple this game is. Anybody who's ever held a controller could understand the gist of it within one round. And although it might seem like it gets boring quickly, the fast-paced gameplay keeps me constantly coming back for more. If you're not a fan of Infected, then maybe zombies are more to your liking. Zombie Massacre follows a group of players fighting waves of zombies in a top-down shooter format reminiscent of the hidden shooters in Call of Duty Black Ops. There's different classes, power-ups, and zombie types to keep things interesting. See, the best part about this is once you die, you also become an insanely hard-to-kill zombie and chase your allies around. It's so cool seeing myself do better for the other team than the team I was originally on. Ball Race is a game mode near and dear to my heart. As an avid Super Monkey Ball fan, Ball Race tries to replicate that for the Tower Unite audience. The physics are a little different than Super Monkey Ball, as in this you actually control your ball instead of the map. However, Ball Race is still a blast to play through. There are tons of different maps, each with their own theme and challenges, with some being much harder than others. The main goal of Ball Race is to try and go for the fastest time in any way necessary. If that means using some of the wonkier physics to your advantage, then lock me up and throw away the key. Every part of Ball Race is a blast from start to finish. Little Crusaders was always a weird one to me. You can play as either the Crusaders or a dragon, both of which are trying to kill the other. The dragon can eat Crusaders, and the Crusaders can kill the dragon by pushing the button on its back. Unlike the other game modes, I struggle to find a comparison with this one. It's definitely not bad, it's just a very strange game mode where the dragons have buttons on their backs, and the Crusaders are little goofballs. Golf with Friends is a great golfing game that has a lot of personality. Oh shoot, sorry, this section was supposed to be dedicated to Tower Unite Minigolf, but I guess I got it confused with another game on Steam. Anyways, Minigolf is by far the most fleshed out game mode of the 6, and I could justify buying Tower Unite for this one alone. There are tons of maps, you can customize your balls, and we already know my feelings on those, and each course has its own level of difficulty and personality. All in all, Tower Unite could be a minigolf game by itself and still be pretty successful. Speaking of fleshed out gameplay, that's definitely not Accelerate. Okay, to be fair, Accelerate is in very early access and currently only has 2 playable maps. From what I've seen, it's a pretty solid racing game, it just needs a little more time to be fully realized. Maybe in a couple of months I'll be able to comment a little more on the state of Accelerate, but until then I'll have to... Oh, looks like my game crashed. I'll just start it back up. Anyways, until Accelerate is finished I'll... Whoops, looks like it crashed again.
It would be impossible to move on here without addressing the elephant in the room. Tower Unite's stability.
Maybe it's just my old junk heap of a computer, but I cannot get this game to run stably for the life of me. And I'm not talking about framerate problems, I can look past those. No, the real issue is the constant crashes coupled with many server-side issues like the dreaded roller coaster not working half the time and slot machines breaking at random intervals. In the spirit of fairness, this game is still early access, but it can be kind of frustrating to run into these issues when the rest of the game is actually pretty polished. Anyways, where was I? Ah yes, after grinding all of these games for so long and having so many units, what are you even supposed to do with them? Well, I'm glad you asked, because one of my favorite parts of Tower Unite is the custom condos. One part I neglected to mention while talking about hub worlds was the shops. Next to the main tower are 6 different shops where you can buy items for your custom home. There's Toy Stop and Rob's Imports for the stranger items, Sweet Sweets Furnishing and Central Circuit for making your house into a home, along with Songbirds, which sells all sorts of cool interactable instruments. In addition, there's also many different house types to choose from, so everybody doesn't just have the same old generic condo. Once you've bought some decorations and furniture, it's time to spruce up the old stomping grounds. These are the condos I've made so far, and I'm pretty proud of them. Note the giant golden head and picture of Shaq as the pinnacle of my home decorating skills. Now, you may be thinking, this is way too boring for me. I have chairs in real life, why would I need one in game too? Well, here's the thing. What I've done and described is only the tip of the iceberg for customization. See, there's one extra store in the plaza I didn't mention called DIY. With this, you can import models from the Steam Workshop. Not only that, but almost every condo texture can be replaced with another from the game files or an image online. That means you can turn your plain Jane condo into an abomination from beyond our solar system. But Tower Unite is first and foremost a social game, right? And I've hardly talked about it one bit. Well, voice chat is in full force here, and you can not only chill with people in the plaza, but invite them to your condo as well. If you never get any invitations, like me, you can join any of the publicly hosted ones. Let's try this one. Well, this is certainly an interesting interior design choice. Although there's plenty of things to do in the plaza, one of my favorites is just standing by the fountain and interacting with the people that walk out of the train station. You'll find some real characters here, and memorable ones at that.
Tower Unite is a great time and one that never ends. Yeah, it's still early access, but I haven't seen another game offer as much as Tower Unite does in a long time. There are things I haven't even mentioned, like seasonal events and plaza minigames, but right now I'm actually 5 days overdue on my typing practice, so I'll have to see you guys later.